Hello and welcome back to another episode of That Sound Podcast. Today we are joined by Richie from the Metal Cell. Richie, a pleasure to have you on.
Great to have you back on, Gav, but it's on your side this time.
Yeah. We're playing away tonight.
Yeah, you're playing away.
And we have Kyle and Pete from LaVein. What's the story, boys?
How's it going, lads? How's things?
Richie, I just wanted to touch on your podcast. I remember when myself and Luke started off this podcast, we were doing a bit of research and seeing what was out there. And the first thing that came up was, of course, your channel. It's probably the best podcast in the country. Big on promoting Irish acts like the boys here, LaVein, which I think is very, very important. One thing that myself and Luke were trying to push as well. But yeah, it's been a whirlwind. Where did it all come from, or how did it start, or what was the idea?
Yeah, thank you very much. It came out of frustration, basically, that there wasn't a professional podcast on the Irish metal scene, and all these great bands are coming into Cork, and you're just listening to them and going, "Holy fuck!" Like, how come more people aren't aware of these bands? And just got really frustrated with it, and kind of set a 10-ton slug at the time. Listen, what can I do to help you to get to more people? And the boys were just kind of scratching their head. They didn't even know themselves. But funnily enough, since we all love Metallica, there was a Metallica podcast on, I think you interviewed the lads.
Metallica podcast.
Yes, I was listening to them at the time, and it was kind of rough and ready, and I went, fuck it, I'm going to do a podcast. Then I researched it because they were kind of the inspirations for it, and everybody just cracked up laughing then, because I was set out to do an episode a week.
Yeah.
And they said, that's not fucking possible. There's not enough bands in Ireland. And I was there going, well, it is possible, because not only is there bands, there's artists, there's people behind the scenes, there's photographers, there's fans, there's promoters. And I stopped doing an episode a week last year. That'll tell you. So for 4 years, I did an episode a week on the Irish metal scene. So it's every 2 weeks now.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic, because it got myself into a lot of bands that I wouldn't have been familiar with. I am a fan of all music, and of course, stuff. I'm getting into it, but definitely your channel has got me into it by promoting it, and it's a great thing. And like I said, myself and Luke, it's something that we really want to do on all genres, be that grunge, be that hard rock, be that alternative, be that metal, but no, fair play to you. And you went on to win lots of awards over the years as well.
Yeah, it's nice, but sure, that's not important to me. Well, the one directing,
yes,
for sure, the documentary, that was really important. Yeah, because it was building up to that. That's really where I want to go with the podcast now. Just get documentaries done on the likes of LaVein and other bands. Film them, do it professionally, and just have a kind of a different angle on it, maybe to the normal documentary that people are sick of seeing on YouTube. So there's a lot of thought and a lot of work going into the next one already. So it's kind of daunting actually to kind of consume myself into it, that kind of way, because like the last one was 4 months, and I was still trying to do podcasts in between it, and it was a lot of work. But now with the extra hour in the daylight, it kind of gives you that bit more energy as well.
Yeah, 100%. Like as we all know, between promoting your band, I'm sure too, boys, LaVein, like social media and editing, it's very important. But my fuck, is it time consuming?
Yeah, I think Peter took a sigh of relief when I came into the band, because there was another person that could also make an Instagram reel.
Yeah. It's my fucking job, so the last thing I want to do is do it outside of work. So
yeah. And I spent the last year trying to get a job in media, so at least I was doing something for the portfolio as well.
Yeah, it is very important though, lads, though, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Like, even from a work point of view and stuff, video drives everything. Reels drive everything more than grid posts. So it's vitally important. Like, you create content that's actually shareable and can actually perform on the algorithms. As boring as that sounds, but that's kind of how it actually works from a marketing point of view.
And if any of us could ever get our hands on Mr. Algorithm, I think we'd strangle him, because it's the most frustrating thing in the world to try to figure it out.
Yeah, you can talk to Connor about that one, because he has with the fucking spreadsheet, he has Like, yeah, but like, to be fair, it's important as well. But like, trying to plan your posts to put them up at the right time to catch the algorithm at the right time. Like, trying to figure out when the fucking best time to make a gig announcement is, when a promoter might want to announce it at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
a long lasting battle.
But like you were saying earlier, Kyle, like the media work and that. But you know, I've talked to so many people lately, and like there's so much work in social media now. Like doing this job, like I was talking to so many musicians, and they were like, I never thought, you know, being a musician, I'd be up at 4 o'clock in the morning, fucking editing a video for fucking Instagram. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and
I wouldn't know. Kyle does it, so.
Well, you're lucky enough, Pete. You know, but lads, you have been busy too. A lot of stuff. You were in England, and was it which festival did you play there not too long ago? The Gathering, were you?
Yeah, played the Gathering there for Barra from the Huartale podcast. Fucking unreal. Actually, it was probably, I didn't say it to any of the lads at the time, but it was probably the most fun I've had playing a gig. And I know we've had a lot of, like, we've had a few lineup changes in the last while, and we've kind of, myself and Connor, really put a bit of work in getting the sound in. So I suppose it's nice hearing that sort of work come out. But just the crowd, like, fucking, like, we were second band on, and for Silverglass, who opened, you couldn't even move in Workman's, which is a tough venue to sell out on a Sunday evening, you know.
It's brilliant.
It was
for a Sunday night, like Dublin, getting people off their holes in Dublin these days is hard enough, but a Sunday night, fucking hell, like, it was absolutely rammed.
That's great. Great to hear. It
says a lot about Barra as well, to be fair.
Yeah, no, fair. Like, best promoter we've ever had, because he went out of his way to get his cans of harp. So, I mean.
Yes, duly noted, huh?
I had bad memories from drinking harp in Dundalk, I'll tell you. Bad stuff.
Arse like a Japanese flag after it, I'd say.
Oh, man, yes. Yeah, his podcast going well too, isn't it?
Oh, he's flat out. Like, I remember what you were saying, Richie. I used to do an episode a week when you were starting out, and he's fucking, 2 episodes, 3 episodes. He's just throwing them out. But, like,
he'll eventually get sense.
Yeah,
it'll wear him down.
He has a couple of bands from Canada and the States he's been interviewing a while. Like, he's not afraid to get in touch with people. He just fucking fires the messages out. It's all the best for him. Like, he's great at what he does. His interviewing is great. Yes. Like, it's
very good. Yeah,
there's never anything fucking awkward in an interview. You know, you can just listen to it.
Yeah, no, he's very good. And what's great too is, like, myself and yourself, Richie, like, you know, everyone's out for each other. No one's trying to better anyone. We all want everyone to do well, same as the band, same as everyone. I think that's just overall the Irish scene. You know, everyone is encouraging everyone. Maybe you guys can speak about that going on these festivals and all this. Like, there's no, from what I can see, I'm not in the band, of course, but from what I can see, everyone is definitely out to support one another. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Like, even like going back to Barra's show in the Workman's, like, the reason that was so much crack is because us and Idle Discourse know each other a long time now. You know, it's just good crack, just hanging around, like, just sitting there drinking cans, just had, like, I don't know anyone who has any Rob Flynn, Kerry King style beefs. So for younger listeners, Google it. But no, like, everyone just gets along really well. It's good crack. Like, even before Christmas, myself and Craig from Earl went and did guest vocals on a Pain and Bane track as well. So, you know, it's, everyone's just kind of out there to help each other, you know.
I think if there is bands that are just kind of being unprofessional and just bitching and non-stop, they'll be found out fairly fast. Scene is small enough, you know.
Yeah.
They won't get on any other gigs.
And you can see it happen as well. Like, and then once it happens, everyone knows. But this person is an arsehole. All that band's fucking acting the bollocks. So just gets cut out, you know.
It's good.
Should hear what they say about you, Cole.
I know. That's why I'm on. This is the first media work Connor's let me do.
Pete, I had the pleasure of catching you guys opening for Kubla Khan. When was that?
That was July of 2023, I think.
Was it July? Yeah. That was a hell of an evening's music. My God, Jesus Christ! Talk about a wall of eyes all night. You guys started it all off. That was brilliant, absolutely brilliant performance. I got in around halfway through your set, and straight away I remember talking to my buddy Luke. I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be a good night. This is gonna be."
Oh yeah, it was fucking incredible. Like that. Like, normally, like, when you're opening band for a show like that to expect it to be pretty empty. But like literally, as soon as
Yep.
doors, it was fucking packed.
It
And we
was
sold out all our merch. Now, I'm not sure they realised they were buying our merch, but it was sold out. So that basically paid for ferry tickets to Bloodstock. So
nice.
Class.
Nice. What other gigs have you got coming up? Is there anything happening or any music being recorded or?
Well, yeah, like we've an EP fairly done. I think it's just Pete. It has the last few bits to do, and then we'll sit on it for a little while, and then announce that to the world. But we've been pretty much just working out flat out on that since after Bloodstock. It was written after Bloodstock, and it's just kind of in the refinement stage for ages. We had a few demos going there for a while. We sat on them, we were thinking of them, and we've gigged a few tracks of them already. Like anyone who's come to the set will know the songs pretty much at this stage.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just at the stage now. We're just kind of final bits and pieces, and
I think like I think 2023 was kind of a whirlwind year that didn't stop. Then we went on tour, and I don't think we gave ourselves the break. And I think we're just a bit jaded. I think.
Yeah.
So I think the EP was. We wanted to get it out, but I think we're right to just sit on it because it sounds better now, like than it ever would. Like it sounds fucking great. I even like listening to myself on it, and that's very rare. So
Yeah,
sometimes, yeah. But yeah, no, I look forward to it, man, because the other stuff is absolutely fantastic. So
yeah, because I mean, like, sorry, Gab, but like last year, Pete was a whirlwind. I mean, your live performances and that EP release, I think it's fair to say, it caught everybody on the hop, and you backed it up, playing live, which I've seen you a few times now, and it's just fucking intense, and it's great to watch actually from a punter's point of view, and so I'm really looking forward to what you have coming through.
Like I honestly think me and Kyle spent a day on that tour in Western-super-Mare, and I think that took the soul out of us. So that's probably where it lay.
Worst day off ever.
It was equal parts.
The only day off when we got the fucking a holiday destination off season.
What do you think then? Is there a new kind of hub opening up in Cavan maybe now? There's a lot of stuff happening in Cavan, I see, blessings and stuff like that. I know you guys were up there.
You know what? I think because I was talking to Craig Modelist courses from Cavan as well.
Yeah.
And
Bailable, right?
Yeah, in between the two of us. And he was kind of like when he I think they did a thing for me, so the non-Halloween version of Scream for Me, and they were saying like it's fucking sold out. And my sister always goes to Blessings, and it's always a rock bar. Like there's always stuff on, and I think even the Scratch were up there over before Christmas came in after one of their shows. But
yeah,
like growing up in Cavan, there was always metalheads,
Yeah, like, definitely.
Always, and like when I was in school, going into secondary school, like we had our fucking the emos, growing up. I wasn't one of them. I was too nervous to really kind of take all that in. But yeah, like it's nice to actually see, because for ages, like when I joined the like in LaVein, like all you had was Cork, Limerick, and Dublin.
Yeah, and
then there was a massive push from the lads who do Templemore Metal Fest to kind of open that up. Then you had even like Marty doing Scream for Me, and then there's Jesus Christ, there's loads, and then
they've changed the date as well, which is good this year for Scream for Me, because it was on the same weekend as Siege.
So, yeah. That was one of his concerns. Actually, we spoke to him about that on the night.
Yeah, and it turned out to be fine. It's just that a lot of lads didn't travel down for Siege. They stayed up, which was cool.
Yeah. So I think they were saying there was 100 tickets sold ahead of time for Scream for Me. When I was speaking to, I forget her name, the other girl that was doing it with Marty, but then fucking there was like easily 400 people there.
It was incredible. Like the setup was phenomenal. Like that sound system and everything was just so fucking good.
Yeah.
It's good to see that there's new hubs popping up. Like I know growing up as well, Richie, we chatted too about different genres and stuff growing up when I was on your show. But like especially Drogheda up in McHugh's, and then the Spirit Store in Dundalk. There's definitely some heavier stuff going that way. At the Scratch, you mentioned the Scratch there, Kyle, they played in the Spirit Store in Dundalk before Christmas as well. But there has been heavier. I seen something recently. who did I see was playing there? Ritual Effect, I think, were playing in McHugh's on some sort of a festival. There was some cover bands as well. I think there was like an Iron Maiden cover band, and there was some other Irish bands in it as well. But
Yeah.
like with Limerick, with Cork, with Dublin, it would be great to see another little hub, starting again,
I
and
think
promoting it.
Galway's starting to do pretty well actually.
Keep
With
an eye,
Absinthe,
yeah.
like we played Absinthe last year, and like, oh geez, like before Barra, it was the best promoter we've ever had. But still, like, he's phenomenal. Like, he's so accommodating, and even just, I know we played, Carbon, not Carbon, or Cuba in Galway, and it was the first event that they had on after Cuba reopened after something like 2 or 3 years, and it closed down the following month again. But it's just, it's like that. Like, it's karaoke nights. It's
no nights, coincidence it closed back down. It's just okay.
I heard about that. Yeah.
But no, it's great what he's doing. Unbelievable work, and it's great to see promoters even just taking the scene by the reins and just making it. Like the same way Evan has been going crazy down in Cork, just getting Dead Cut going up.
Yeah, no, fair play. Evans fucking flying. Like, he really seems to be pushing, and it's very, eye-catching, and he's very good at what he does, I think. Looking from a distance, what Evans doing, it's really helping the scene as well. Would you say so, Richie?
Yeah, 100%. And he's got Mackenzie there in with him, because you can't literally do it on your own. I don't think you can anymore, because it's just there's too much work involved in it. So getting a venue as a backup for Fred's was crucial as well. So there's Dali now, and also Kino. There's a band called Deserted. I want to give them a shout out, because a lot of them are involved in Kino, and Kino's one of my favorite venues in Cork at the moment. So just keep an eye out for gigs being filtered through to Kino as well. I know Evan did the Grudge there, the Tool band at Christmas, and that sold out.
Yeah,
and that was an immense night. And you're on about sound, Pete. If you want to hear the sound in Kino, Ura played in Kino as well. Actually,
they did, didn't they? They played around November, wasn't it? I think the tail end of last year. Anyway,
it was. Yeah. So,
but I don't know how they fucking have the time. Kenzie and Evan, like, with all the bands that they're in as well.
I know. We had Evan on there not too long ago, and like, as he's telling me, I'm like, man, how do you have time to scratch your arse? Like, seriously, 3 band and promoting, and then what else did he say he's doing? He's promoting the bands. He said something else to me. Maybe the documentaries or something he was making. A few videos.
They did the documentary, actually. Yeah, that was done. That was Dylan, though, I think. But obviously, Evan had to have input on that as well. And he's a booking agent as well for that.
Has to go to work.
Yeah. Or he tells me, he told me then, when I'm at work, I just do all my bookings, but like, keep that out.
We'll cut that.
Yeah. So lads, we'll make a segue on to the Siege of Limerick. So I'm new to it. I hold my hands up. I've never been, unfortunately, and I'm going to make it a point this year. So maybe for our listeners who may be, thinking about heading over that way, could you just tell us, in a few words, what is it all about?
Yeah, just from a band's point of view, first of all, and then I'll fill in the background then, if you want, lads.
Yeah, so it was my first time at Siege. Was the first time we played. Was the last time we played it. October 23, and I had like no expectations at all. I knew everyone that I've talked about has always said it's fucking insane. It's like, it's phenomenal that it's free, and as packed as it is, and as like the quality is so high, like the bands that John gets on, and everyone, and also just the bar, Dolan's just being so accommodating. And I got down there, and I was there at 1 o'clock, the second it opened, and I went in to see Cell Games on the main stage. Open up the entire thing, and I was like, oh my god, this is fucking unreal. And then obviously we were on at 6 o'clock, whatever it was. So you're going between, we were on the Casper stage, so it was closed until 6 o'clock, and we were opening it. So we're tipping and topping through like the bottom of the upstairs stage and the main stage, and just seeing how just jammers it just gets all day. And then as soon as we got on at 6 o'clock, like the Casper went from no one to absolutely jammed, and lads crowd surfing. Hugh, he was always down in the Fred's gigs, was fucking crowd surfing from the first fucking 10 seconds we started the set. So just the energy was just nuts, and it's just the whole day. It's just it's just angelic work. Like,
so the Casper, Gav, would be a narrow length of a corridor, more or less, but it's there's a bar there, but it's narrow.
Okay.
It's kind of shoebox, if you want a better word for it. You probably fit around 100, at a push, 100, I'd say would fill it, wouldn't it, lads?
Yeah, with a little bit of room.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. So then there's the main stage then, which is past the Casbah, and that would probably 300-400 people comfortably, and there's a balcony overlooking the whole stage, and then there's an upstairs stage as well, and you probably get in around 150 at that. So it's 3 stages going the whole time.
Wow. And continuously, like there's music on, and wow, holy shit. Wow. I'd say that first shoebox you were talking about, I'd say the sound, I'd say the sound is phenomenal. Then if it's tight,
sound is great in every one of the places. Thanks to Kieran and his team there. Kieran and John are the 2 lads that organise it.
So there's 2 kind of festivals a year, is that right? There's one early and one in the summer.
One in Easter and one in Halloween.
Halloween, yeah.
So the Easter one is only 2-3 weeks away now, actually.
Yeah. It's where is it? The 20th of April, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
And then the headliners is Inhumane Nature, Stereo Nasty, and Vacacious Death. Is that right?
Vacacious, they're death metal band from England. On the way up, man. They're serious. Really, really, really class band. Great that they're coming to Ireland. That'll be jammed for them for sure.
And of
a lot
course,
of interest in them.
It's free in, right?
Correct.
Yeah. All day.
And
so it just costs you your points.
Yeah. Geez, like you can't ask for better, can you? Like music all day, 3 stages, good crack, good
fantastic food, lads, as well. The food is unreal. Like the turnover there is unbelievable. Like,
and no matter how busy it gets, you're never waiting for a pint.
No.
And I probably guarantee I've never been there. There's probably never an ounce of trouble either.
No, Christ.
No, it is no, absolutely not. We played there. We played there in August, actually, in Dolan's on the Casper stage. We did a little mini tour with Burner and Worn Out, and it was the same crack. It was just Dolan's obviously look after you when you're there on your own band. They look after you with your food and everything. You couldn't ask for more, as a bar.
And what time you guys on it then this year?
Don't know yet. Hopefully mid-afternoon. So the longer it goes on, the more dangerous it gets with me getting on that stage. So.
Yeah. Cans of half, the cans of half.
Yeah.
One thing that's good as well about Limerick, there is a lot of accommodation around the city. So between hotels and B&Bs, So what I will say is, if you're going down there to stay overnight, it's probably a bit too late now at this stage. Most of them are booked out. You want to be booking probably a month and a half in advance for sure to get accommodation down there.
Wow. Yeah.
But if you're from Dublin, then you get there's buses up and down the whole time, isn't there, lads?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I'll own the designated driver, so I'll be lugging all the gear back to Dublin after. But there is. I think there's usually a light bus after around midnight or so.
Yeah,
there is.
You'd want a big bucket with you on the bus, I'd say.
Yeah, maybe some nose plugs as well.
But like it's been going since 2009. Like, so I mean, it's just an institution. It's probably the ambition for every Irish metal band to get invited on the Siege. And once they get a taste of it, man, they're just trying to get back again, and it really spurs on a lot of bands as well. To actually show, because John looks after all the kind of promotion, organizing, booking acts, and he's very on the finger on the pulse with bands, and especially bands that are like, releasing EPs, releasing singles, doing videos, touring, hitting UK. You're guaranteed if you're doing all that, you're going to be invited back to the Siege again and again, So
he's constantly scouting everything, what's happening. He has a good ear to the ground, like.
Yeah, for sure. And what I like about it as well is there's always 2 to 3 Limerick bands on each Siege, So it's a nice nod to the scene itself in Limerick, which is great also,
Brilliant. Some of the merch and stuff for it is fucking brilliant too. It's cool.
Outrageous. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You have about 30 seconds to buy it when they start selling it as well. It sells out immediately.
Yeah.
is it really?
Yeah.
It's so good though. It's so damn good.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you're looking forward to catching maybe before you hit the stage, boys?
I was just looking at the lineup there. I'm actually the last time I saw Acid Age was they played. I was at Bloodstock before I was in the band, and I saw Acid Age before us on the New Blood stage. I'm actually keen to see them again because I'm a big fucking thrash head at heart.
I hear you, brother.
And Fried Ends as well. Actually, I haven't seen Fried Ends yet. As I know we're in the hardcore kind of vein of things, but I've actually never been to a DHC show. So, like I know they're up, I think they're up in Fried Ends at Belfast, aren't they?
They were, yeah.
Yeah, but they played a couple of DHC shows there, and I always fucking missed them. But I'm keen to see them as well.
Cool.
Do not miss Lockhorns. Oh, I seriously hope you're not clashing with them.
Oh God.
Where are they from, Richie?
Belfast as well.
Yeah, Belfast as well.
They released one of my favorite fucking Irish releases in years, The Red Room. Oh my fucking God. They're so fucking heavy. It's tech trash, like, you know.
Cool.
So like just other band there, Sky Pilot as well, 3-piece. If you like your therapy, Helmet, they're fucking brilliant. Acid Age, who else? Obviously LaVein, Frayed Ends, Terrace are class, yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed the chat you done with them. I was listening to some of the stuff as well. Very, very good. Very, very
good. Lads, did you hear of Tide 7 yet?
Yeah, I was just going to say they're kind of a band that I'm very interested in checking out. Yeah.
We were supposed to play with them actually. We had
with Archives,
we had to pull out an Archive show in Fred's last year, and they were on it, and I was keen to see it. And they only put out an EP last week, didn't they?
Yeah, they're fucking, they're so heavy, man. Where else? Oh yeah, sure. You know, Stereo Nasty have reformed. If you like your traditional heavy metal. I saw them the last time they played Siege, which was a good few years back. They were outstanding. That'll be jammed. They'll have a main stage for sure for that. We Come in Pieces as well, Limerick band, brilliant. So there's loads there, and for those that are into kind of the black and death metal, then you've got Koskra, Horrenda.
Horrenda. That's a spectacle.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, fact. Yeah.
They played after us when we played Siege last time, and it was just fucking chaos in there. I thought it was fairly energetic for us, and I put my gear back in the car and went back down, and the room was upside down.
I couldn't be competing with that. Carry on.
No,
shout out Wallflower in comparison.
Yeah. There's another band from Cork as well, lads. Spit. Look out for them. They're really, really good. If you like kind of King 810 or 810. Kind of hard, hardcore, very different as well. And there's what else as well? Oh, Lymphedema, a solo grind gore.
Yes, he was on Barrett a while ago, wasn't he?
Jesus Christ Almighty! I'm not going to miss that just because it's out there on its own. You know, it's so fucking extreme. Yeah,
the scene overall, it seems to be thriving at the minute.
100%, yeah.
Like it's
absolutely, yeah.
There's so much happening. Like as you just explained there, Richie, there's a lot of different genres there as well in the metal overall, you know, and a lot of Irish bands like that you just mentioned. Of course, a couple of English and Belfast and stuff like that. But it's absolutely fantastic to see. I think you might have twisted my arm. I might have to see if I can get a mattress in the back of the van and head for Limerick. Check the
if you're off that weekend, man, you should be down there. Seriously, like,
no, I'm going to see if I can pull some strings. Yeah, definitely. But boys, what kind of stuff were you listening to growing up, Kyle and Pete?
Go on, Ed.
You go, Kyle, first.
The War of the Worlds and Bob Seger was pretty much on repeat in my dad's car growing up. But
pure dad music. I love it.
And then my brother got me into fucking new metal from a young age, just playing like Tony Hawk Pro Skater and stuff like that. And then he used to have like a few System of a Down and Slayer CDs hanging around the gaff. But then as I got older, I just started listening to pop music as I turned into a teenager. And then when I got to like 14, 15, I rediscovered metal from the early days. I used to play Guitar Hero non-stop. Like, it was pretty much the only video game I played like pre-teens. And then when I rediscovered that, then I was about 15, 16, like it's all I've listened to coming forward. But like I listened to
Megadeth, probably.
actually the only one I didn't get into as a kid was Megadeth. Loved them on guitar.
And fucking Guitar Hero.
Yeah, I loved them on Guitar Hero, but I couldn't
That's
listen
what
to
I'm
them
saying.
often.
Yeah. Funny, I got into fucking Megadeth lately again. I kind of gave up on them years ago, and I was like, I just can't take his voice. But I kind of got back into it lately. What about yourself, Pete?
Do you remember Echo Island on RTE years ago?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So,
Where's this fucking going?
This is fucking Jesus.
Oh, I have to have another sup of beer for this one.
I think my
Holy
brain
fuck.
farted there when you said that.
So when I was 10 years of age, I did the hot seat quiz and I did it on the Beatles. So like that was basically my very first foray into music. 'Cause my two older brothers were into them at the time. And then it was Ocean Colour Scene. And then I remember it was Nirvana. I was mad into like Ocean Colour Scene, Shed 7 and all that kind of indie stuff. And then start getting kind of into heavier stuff, kind of dipping my toe in the band. And I remember hearing Slipknot's first album.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can't be at that carry on. You know what I mean? It was too much. And then after that, it was fucking pretty much Slipknot, Korn, your usual new metal stuff until I discovered Alice in Chains and then fell in love with Alice in Chains then.
Yeah.
And have ever since. And then, pretty much because I was, 2004, kind of the new wave of American heavy metal or whatever that was called at the time, like with Kill Switch and Crazy Fist and stuff. Like that was kind of where it was at for me, you know, the Lamb of God and stuff. So, so I suppose I went from the Beatles to Lamb of God, I guess.
Slow progression right into the heavy stuff.
And do whatever you do, don't ask RTE for them archives. You'll never find them, all right?
Google. Is it on YouTube? It's definitely on YouTube, isn't it?
I don't think there'd be any weird kids from Talent on YouTube answering questions about the Beatles somehow.
So in other words, if I do end up doing a documentary on LaVein, Pete, there's no archive footage, no?
Well, I mean, there is, but it's with the price RTE charge. Good luck.
Brilliant.
Richie, what about yourself? What did you start off listening to as a young fella?
Oh Jesus, man! I literally had no choice. It was heavy rock the whole way through my brother. So the first thing, like, since I was walking, I was just AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Rory Gallagher, Tin Lizzy, and I actually, when the 80s hit, then I was so fucking exhausted from fucking rock music. At around 12 or 13 at that stage, I just started listening to kind of pop music, as in like fucking Duran, all that shit, like, you know, just to kind of just get the sanity back, like, you know. But so, you know, then of course, you know, just fucking Slayer, all that stuff just hit. Then it was just back into it again. I got more, the faster the better for me anyway, for sure. But the indie scene in Cork was huge back in the 80s as well. So I definitely had a foot in that as well. You know, saw Nirvana and Sonic Youth together in Sir Henry's. So that was mind blowing.
Wow.
So like then the dance scene took off and again just kind of
took a break.
Had dipped a toe into that, you know, and then headed up to Dublin and I was in Dublin for 9 years and just kind of there a bit lost, you know, and fucking whatever. But so I was glad to come down to Cork to get a break from all that madness, you know, and then just got back into the Irish metal scene then, and you know, that's where it's at, baby. I don't really listen to anything else anymore. Yeah,
that's good. That's good to hear. What are you currently listening to, boys? What are you listening to lately?
Oh, I'll have a look. I don't think I'm proud of it. Pete, go on ahead.
Mostly at the moment, I've been kind of back into Burner's first album, and all returns to nothing. So it's unreal. And in between that, it's Depeche Mode and Run the Jewels, to be honest. But heavy wise, pretty much Burner.
Right.
Actually, the new Architects album's actually all right.
Okay.
I gave it the big one when it came out, saying it was great, but it's been downgraded to all right.
Okay.
I really see what they're saying. I'm on a bit of a. I kind of go through a phase where I have to like take a break from kind of heavier music for a little while. So a lot of like Aussie rock, like Sticky Fingers and Psychedelic Porn Comfort's only released a new EP there the other day as well. They're kind of more like indie Brit stuff. But on the heavier side of things, just the new God Complex EP came out a couple of weeks ago. I've just been having that on repeat. I just when I'm listening to heavy stuff now, I think it's just because of where we're going from a writing style. The most chaotic kind of grinding hardcore is kind of what I'm really listening to. But I do have me breaks for just maybe from The Cure for a while or a bit of Duran Duran.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Like if I'm heading into work, I can't listen to anything heavy. I just can't, like, so I'll be crowded house.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that myself, Pete. It's just
you need
coming home. I will put on.
Yeah.
The Spirit World album for me at the moment is fucking amazing.
Cool. Yeah, funny you said that, Kyle, about taking a break. Like, I was listening to a lot of the Kubla Khan stuff again, the recent album, but lately I've actually been listening to the debut album by The Doors. I got back into that, and I forgot how good that album is. I know it's a completely different stuff altogether, but Jesus, they were good. They were good. The Doors, yeah, so different than the heavy shit that I love, and I have talk about crazy, library of music that we like. I listen to some crazy shit. Richie, we talked about this as well, like from dance to rap to psychedelics.
No fucking country.
No country. No Cork country.
For old men.
Yeah, I was actually funny. Richie, you mentioned the Metal Cell. I was actually at a country gig Friday night. Now, I went to meet the host of the Metal Cell. Oh, not the Metal Cell.
Jesus. I wasn't there.
You got out there.
What the fuck? Was it Uncultivated playing at the time?
The Metal Up Your Podcast, the guy that does the Metallica thing, he's in.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, right. Yeah, that's okay.
He's in a van with a
fucking destroyed my reputation.
But he was good crack. But I was up in Whelan's Friday night. But it's popping. There's a lot of music around. I think someone said there was something happening down in what do you call that club down by Temple Bar on the Friday nights. There's a lot of live music.
Genet?
No. Oh shit. No, forget it.
Come on, lads. Fuck's sake. Corkman trying to guess, like.
Club near Temple Bar.
Yeah. Not the Button Factory.
I was going to say the Button Factory, no?
No, it's not the Button. I know
Luke. I can think of.
Luke played in it not too long ago. I forget. Doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah, the scene seems to be thriving all around. I know, like, Dublin's always buzzing, isn't it, boys? Like, there is music happening everywhere between the Walkmans and Grand Social, and
it was a bit dry for a while, actually. When I first started, like, I just first started gigging in 2022, and it was a bit quiet then. Kind of, like, especially I think the less international bands come as well. Like, I don't know, it just felt like there was very little on, like, between local gigs and international gigs. And then, I mean, who was it? Mikey and Our Divide was putting on everything in February, like, getting people in and out. And then when Metal to the Master was on, like, you're getting more gigs on. They just started ramping up then in the last year and a half to 2 years. And now it's just...
That's it. And since DME got taken over by MCD, like, fucking smashed. Losing me bollocks all the gig. Like, it's just too much on.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot happening, isn't there?
Yeah.
Have you any gigs coming up you're looking forward to checking out?
I saw Harriet and Throne just got announced, actually. I'd be a big fan. Harriet was probably my album of the year last year.
Interesting.
A bit keen on seeing them. Throne, I like Throne. Not really my cup of tea in terms of, like, the electronic elements and stuff, but I'll definitely go and see them because they sound fucking cool live. And I think Words That Burn are opening for them as well. So it's a massive show for them. But no, I've had my quota for the year. I had me 3 gigs already. So if I have another one, I'll probably be divorced.
Are you on about big games or big gigs, Gav? Is that?
No, whatever you have coming.
Oh yeah, no, I have a shit ton coming up, but the biggest one probably be 9 Inch Nails for the summer. For June.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And then Boys Noise Support, and so it'll be 900 yokes before 9 Inch Nails even hit the stage.
Yeah. Dark Angel are playing as well.
Yes.
So I'm not going to fucking miss them.
The one coming up probably here on Air, Dublin.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yes, that's the Adam Fest, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
and that's a gig in Dublin and in Cork, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing a podcast with the lads there next week on that. So
brilliant.
Just a bit of promo on it, and Mastiff are playing as well in Cork with Uncultivates. Have you seen Uncultivated yet, Gav?
Not yet, no. No.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, no. I think I'm going to go to the Dublin show. Are they doing Dublin as well?
I'm not sure.
They're playing Dublin the night before. The night before Cork.
They are, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well,
So I
there you go
messaged
then.
Evan about going down for the Cork game, but he said he's in Dublin. So yeah.
Right, yeah.
There you go.
So I'll just be on my own, I guess.
I might see you there. We'll have a can of help. But no, Hero and Hour is definitely a band that I've been listening to as well. And
Some band.
oh man, so damn good. So damn good. And what do you call the guitarist who was with the Scratch?
Gary.
Yeah, I was chatting to him in Dundalk too. Very nice fella. And
Sound,
yeah, saying similar to him, must bump into him and have a crack with him. But yeah, like there is like even young lads that I talk to, our little podcast here, we're only small, like, but as I'm growing and we're chatting to the younger boys and we're pushing them into the Irish scene, and like yourselves, LaVein, like Hero Now, and so many people come back to me like, why do we not know about these? Well, I'm like, they're all over the fucking social media, man. Go, never mind America, never mind Canada, never mind these big bands. Get out and support the local acts because that's who needs it. Definitely.
The quality is ridiculous as well in the country.
It's just as good, man. Like, you don't need the bells and whistles of fucking the Tree Arena and blah, blah, blah. Just go out. Like yourselves, there's so many good bands. And Richie, I'm sure you back me up here. Like, it's
yeah, but like that's the problem. You just fucking mentioned it, the Tree Arena. So you'll have fucking a couple of thousand people going to bands in the Tree Arena, yet they won't bother their whole going out to see the likes of LaVein playing fucking 20 minutes down the road in Fibbers in Dublin or Sinead in Dublin.
Yeah.
Where are all these fucking people? Like, it's just really annoying. I don't know how the fuck you can kind of loop them into our scene. I've been trying for fucking 6 years, man. It's so difficult just to try and get people to trust you to come into and watch a fucking band like LaVein or Hero and Error or Worn Out when they're in town. Like, we all know how good they are, but it's just, why aren't these people going to these gigs? And they'd prefer to see an American band where they're fucking 300 or 400 feet away from them or further in the fucking in the seats, and they'll buy the fucking, they'll spend 60 70 fucking quid on merch and pay fucking 10 quid a fucking beer and go away happy. And you're going, Jesus Christ almighty, you can get what you can get for that in Ireland if you go to see an Irish metal band.
Look at the Siege we just chatted about. Free in, 3 stages, music all fucking day, man. Good crack, good people, good food. Get out there and go and support you.
Yeah, but like that's jammed, to be fair,
But even for like new listeners, maybe like myself, that need to maybe look in the door into this scene and get a feel for it. Like, it's just as good, if not better. I guarantee you, there's better people at these shows.
Sure, look, like the way I say it to my brother all the time, he goes to the gigs, like you see just people going and getting pissed, like you don't remember the gig half the time you go to see, all of the excitement for going to see a big band. Now I fucking go to see them all the time, but it's the excitement of going to see them, and then sure, if you're going there and it's getting locked before you even get into the venue, the amount of people when you're on the Lewis going down to the tree, and the amount of people that can barely even stand up on the thing.
I know. I saw it firsthand for Pantera, like.
Yeah.
My God, fucking
I had to help a fella. I actually had to help a fella into the standing section. Pantera, he was hanging on to me, had his arm around me in the Lewis, and I couldn't understand a word he was saying, but I didn't want to just leave him there, so I brought him.
I remember every single bit of that gig, just an FYI. So
yeah, no, I was the same.
Oh,
really? I remember a lot of it because I couldn't get fucking served. The queues were so fucking bad.
The queues are fucking ridiculous, yeah.
What did you think of the show overall?
Great, yeah. Delighted. Bucket list ticked off. Happy days.
Good. I felt Zach Wilde was just being making it a bit about himself a bit.
Being a bit Zach Wilde?
Yeah.
No, Jesus, Pete, I'd have to disagree in that. He was very much in the background for the majority of it. I thought he'd be hogging, up the front, in the middle, hogging it. I was actually surprised that he was
Again, I could be wrong. This is just based on a memory I reckon I have.
Fair enough.
According to Kyle, I changed up the whole set list for our next gig, and when it was told me, I was like, what the fuck you, that
That's a sign of a good night, Pete.
I thought it was a good conversation we had in the middle of that now, to be fair, in between Power Trip and them.
Power Trip were fucking immense.
The snare was very loud. fucking couldn't. My ear was. I had ear protection and everything. The snare was so loud for them.
It's a strange one, all right. Yeah, I remember.
But no, it was actually it was interesting because normally the sound in Tree Rating is normally great. Even like Limp Bizkit, couple of the week after, it was class. Even for the few bands around before, but Pantera sound was grand.
Yeah,
it's just power. It just can be a bit weird sometimes.
Yeah, I heard Richie. I ended up not being able to go to that gig.
I saw that, for fuck's sake.
Oh man, I fucked myself. I double booked myself, and I couldn't get out of it. I was ripping. But that's for another day's crack. But yeah, I did hear what you just said, Kyle, that Power Trip were very loud, and then Pantera wasn't overly loud.
Yeah, but Pantera was just far more like, obviously they're the headline band. They need to be more tuned up, but they were no, their sound was great no matter where you went.
Yeah,
but the Tree can be like, it's a big venue like that. It can be like that.
Yeah, depends
on where you're standing. Yeah.
Another big gig I'd love to hear your take on it is the one in Villa Park in the summer. What do you reckon with the Black Sabbath reunion and the new original lineup? Do you think it's just a big commercial money?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, something doesn't sit right with me.
No, and the whole shit about charity. Yeah, Sharon.
But it's like it's profits go to charity. It's like, does that include the bands getting their fees and like the cost of tickets and stuff? You have to question.
Oh my god!
That's the reason why the fucking tickets are so high, Pete. Is because the bands get their cut out of that. Not charity.
So the only people paying the charity are the punters going. So
yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not right. Like, do you think Metallica is going there for free, or fucking Pantera, or Jerry Cantrell, or Tool? And I'll hold my hands up. I did look about getting a ticket, and I got one of the pre-sales, and I got two. I didn't get them. I got in to buy two, and it came up like £800 each. Yeah. And I'm like, go.
My brother said, look, he said Ozzy is his, like, if he saw Ozzy, that'd be him. He's finished. He doesn't have to go to any more gigs. Like if you look at my Spotify Wrapped is always fucked each year because it's just him listening to Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. But he was like, he has friends over in Birmingham, like lads who would have season tickets for Villa Park, and they couldn't even get on.
I thought they had priority.
I know. He said he heard, like, the lads that he's speaking to heard nothing. Like even lads who have, like, even lads who are corporate were getting very little information. Like, but yeah, no, like, come here, like, it looks like a big fucking day out. Like, but. Yeah,
something rubs me wrong about it. Like, I'd love to be there, but my gut would be like, this is wrong. This is just a fucking money grab.
I'm just curious as to what it's going to be. Like, because no one's doing a set. You know what I mean? Like, there's too many acts on that. It's going to be super groups. It's going to...
Yeah, it's super groups from what I heard. I think Metallica's opening, not opening. Yeah, they're the last band on before... I think supposedly Ozzy's doing, like, Ozzy
is he fuck? Like, how many times have you seen Ozzy cancel? You know what I mean?
Walk.
Like, I've seen Ozzy a few times, and that was a long time ago. And even then, like, you got the sense that the poor lad shouldn't be out there.
Yes, exactly.
I think I read something before, and I don't know if it was quoted from him, but he basically is along the lines where, okay, when I die, you're going to do this. So instead of waiting until I die, I want to be here. So I kind of get it then, like it's
a load of fucking cock. That's all it is now. Honest to God, I just like a rip off. I have no interest in it. It looked great on paper, but when you look into the details of it, it's a fucking money grab.
Yeah,
whether it's for charity. But I mean, a lot of that money is just going to be filtered out to fucking the likes of Metallica. They'll hardly be staying in a fucking a fucking hotel.
Lloyd's hotel.
Yeah, exactly. They'll hardly stay
airport.
Yeah, like £800 for a ticket. Like, you want to be fucking mad in
it. There's nothing I could pay to see that.
No, not a chance.
Not even Crowded House. Not a chance.
But no,
they played Cork, kid. Only 2 years ago. Were you at it?
He played the Tree Arena there a few months ago. 50 quid in the Tree Arena. There you go. Bargain.
That's a bargain, yeah.
And I was with me dad, so points are free. So it's basically a free night out.
Talk about another dodgy show that's going ahead, Disturbed. Richie, I know you covered it on your podcast as well. Like, do you think it'll go ahead?
I'm not.
I think it will.
I think it will, yeah.
It will, yeah.
He's a stubborn fuck. I think he'll make a point of it, yeah.
But sure, even if it gets cancelled, they're still going to get their fee. So the heat, like, so they're still making their money, but it won't be cancelled because there's enough people that'll still go to it.
It's fucking disgusting. Like, and
like there will be protests, but
he won't give a fuck.
He won't give a fuck.
No, he's definitely an arrogant prick. All right, definitely. But boys, where can people find you? Oh, give us your social media tags and stuff. Or what other gigs apart from the Siege have you coming up when the EP drops, or is there anything down the line?
We've only one more after Siege. We're playing Septifest out, or Keptifest. No, it's way it's pronounced. We're playing that out in Galway. Things like a month-long music and culture festival.
Oh yeah.
Looks like good. Like I think there's we're on War of Attrition and Partholon. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that's on all fucking month. So if you're around Galway in the month of May, go. But we're on the 23rd of May. Yeah. So that'll be good crack. And then nothing planned for the rest of the year.
We're folks. The EP basically.
Yeah.
You're self-releasing that again, lads. See.
Yeah, self-producing this time as well, actually.
And
nice.
Going
all in house. Yeah.
Cool. We got a bass player who knows his way around the computer too well. So
why not use it? Yeah. And is it going to be heavier than the last EP?
Oh, it's far heavier.
Yeah, a bit noisier, yeah.
Happy days.
Music to my ears.
It's definitely more aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
all
for that.
Towards the end of the summer, maybe, is it?
Yeah, I'd say at this stage. Well, look, I'm the one delaying it at this stage as well, so I just need to get off my hole and get in and record the last 2 tracks.
Yeah, if people can go and buy our t-shirts on Bandcamp, we can pay for all of Pete's Strepsil prescriptions.
And cans of help.
Cans of help.
Yeah.
Then it might come out before the end of the summer.
Well, lads, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on, and I appreciate you giving up your time, Richie and Kyle and Pete. Thanks so much, and we look forward to catching you down the road. And make sure to check out the Metal Cell podcast, the best podcast in Ireland. Richie has some absolutely fantastic content and a backlog of massive interviews that you need to go back and check out. So make sure you go to the Metal Cell and check out LaVein if you want your head blown off by an absolute wall of sound. Looking forward to see you again, boys.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right.